Hello and welcome. I'm Bill Wake. We're here working on a program to assess tune similarity. I'm into old fiddle tunes and that sort of thing, and there's a pretty big database out there of all these tunes, and I'd like to explore how they're related. So we've tackled this notion of parsing an ABC file, which is well, conceptually it's simple, but the details, there's a lot of them, a simple encoding of the tunes. And we've done some analysis in the form of a parsons code, which captures the shape of a melody. I think of it as kind of the derivative of the melody, the up or downness of the melody at any given point. What we're doing now is we're going through a real ABC file. So this file is from Fiona Potts, who's researching a bunch of versions of Nos Galan is the original name, but we know it as Deck the Halls as a Christmas song. And I don't know, I think I've got 35 or so versions here, and we're trying to parse them. So we do simple parsing, and that's good. It's such a huge format. Let me see. This is the ABC format. This is like 112 pages printed out. So it's a non-trivial format. The heart of it is very simple. It's just like write the notes in the right bar lines, and then all kinds of stuff go around it, all kinds of complications and so on. So we're doing what we can. All right. Let's see. So we parse, well, we parse the simple names. We parse the spaces and bar lines as of yesterday. And we also added the grace notes, I think yesterday. Don't think our to-do mentioned grace notes. Yeah, we should put that in. Parse, well, handle grace notes. Okay, so grace notes are little twirls or twills, trills, or little twiddles before the main note of a song. Okay, so we've got an example of that, and we're down to the second song, and we found that there's quotes. I'm not sure this is quite I don't know. The usage of this seems a little non-standard across things, but in general, a quote, it might be a representation of a chord name, or I think this is supposed to be a section name. Maybe it's sort of like the third verse or something, but maybe it's not quite that. But we need those, and then we also need to deal with ties, which are parenthesized and can cross bar lines. So it's a kind of separate hierarchy of that. I think once we've done those three, I mean, we kind of skimmed through the file, and it looked like that might actually do the whole thing. Okay, so we're closing in on a real file. I mean, this is I don't know, a couple hundred lines, almost 500 lines. All right, of real tunes, encoded by somebody who wasn't me faking up data for the parser we have. Okay, but I think today we're going to pick up. We're going to do something that's a little more meta, I guess you'd say, because what we're finding is we get something with an error, and we only capture the first error, and so we'd like to catch as many errors as we can going through, and have access to that. Okay. The other thing we do is we write the errors to the console like this. That could be better. It would almost be nice to see the first few characters of the remaining input or something. We do have the column number, but who keeps track of that? Okay. Let's see. So I think if we did these two things, it's going to simplify debugging and understanding what's going on for the rest of it. And it's part of the big project as a whole. So I'm going to keep this up here as the first thing we do today. But I do hope we can finish at least sections and maybe phrases and maybe rest if we really get rolling. Oh, another issue is the width of the report. That's actually, let's run this and see what it looks like. You'll see the problem immediately. Okay, well, however long it takes to start. Okay, so here I put my ABC file, generate the report, and this is from line wrapping. the report goes to here, the first line wraps around. And really, we've got too much of the first song. I really just want like the first 8 notes just to give a flavor of it. And instead, we've got the whole song mapped out, which is fine. You know, these little mountain ranges tell us how similar the tunes are. I mean, they both have a kind of a dip down there and stuff. There's some similarity for sure. So the cheap thing I can do is widen this screen. This is, you know, this would work for a phone, but we're on a real computer. We can take advantage of the real estate. So let's just take care of that very quickly, and then I think we'll drop in horizontal scrolling as well to deal with the rest of that. Okay, I think I just blanked out a line or something here. Well, let's run tests and see what we got. Also, if I could find debugger, I think deactivate, delete all breakpoints. Okay. All right, so everything's good. Let's push this. The difference here was, we added this. Okay, and space. Okay, I guess this was support for spaces. In the notes section. There we go. All right, and let's find the content view. I'll make a group for that too. This is report UI. And put the content view in there. And what's the grid? Oh, that's a tough one. I'm not quite sure where that goes. Okay, that's why it's out, I guess. All right, so the content view. We've got a frame width 400. I think we can pull that out. Maybe to here. And let's make it like 800, 600. And this is a scroll view. Okay, so I think that will do it. Nope. Oh, okay. Okay. And let's take the width off this. Let's try this way. Okay, that's a little better. Do I still have this here? No. Okay, yeah. That's clearly better. Okay, we can see these tunes have differences though. They're very similar up to here. And they go up, and then the second one jumps all over the place up here and keeps going. So interesting. All right. But the first part does look very similar, right? So this is a good sign. It's got a little difference there, but we're really in good shape. Okay. And the whole thing is looking like I want the report to look. This, at some point, okay. The two songs have different widths. I would like to just chop off the first 8 characters, and then I'd like to chop these off like every 20 characters or something like that. But our problem is we're only parsing 2 songs, so and it may be that we're failing in the middle of the second song is why we're chopped off. I think we're hitting this and not knowing what to do. 1, 2, 3, 4th character, expected a note, didn't get one. Okay. All right, so let's see. Fix width of report, yeah. First 8 notes in code. Parsons, well, let's call it graph. Parsons code, broken, let's say 20 character lines. Maybe we can do 32. That kind of fits a common song length. Lots of songs come in groups of 8 and groups of 4. Okay. Let's see. So I think I will accept that. And notice I'm not really testing the UI automatically, so there may be ways to do some of that, but I just haven't found it to pay off enough, so I don't usually do it. All right, widen screen and scrolling in both directions. Okay. All right, so the issue I want to focus on then is this multiple errors thing. And we talked at the end of the day yesterday about what the cause is. And basically it's the fact that the do contains the lines for each. So any error throws an exception and exits the lines for each and goes to the catch clause, and there's only one chance. We'd like to reverse that and put the do inside the lines for each so that each line gets its own chance to try and do this. Okay. So I don't, to some extent, well, this state machine is getting a little clunky if you ask me too, but let's deal with the first one first. So what we're going to do is create an input file with 2 bad lines and make sure both of them get messages. And they show up in the errors list. Okay. Also, I don't think I like this double colon thing. I'm going to try it like this. Okay. And let's see. So ABC parser tests. I guess we don't need content view now. All right. Let's find a test with errors in it. Okay. Note check for extra characters before end of line. Good. All right. This test is a good example. Okay, parser reports multiple errors. So let's just do this on both lines. Okay, so I don't care what the errors. I don't expect. I don't expect every error to be reported independently. Like, I'm okay if the first error on a line, we just say like, I don't know what's going on. Go to the next line. Okay, let's shorten this line just to make things a little different. Okay, so now we expect 2 errors. And this one, okay, and I don't know, like how deep we want to go on the refactoring and all that. Okay, so the first error is like it was, and the second error, should be row 5, column 3, unexpected characters. Okay. And yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. This test should fail. Okay. Did that really work? Oh, I ran the wrong test. Okay. That's more like it. Okay, so we get index out of range because there is no second entry. Why it doesn't stop and report this first, I don't know, but I guess it maybe tracks it and then integrates it in later. But in any case, what I think we just have to do, I shouldn't use the word just, but let's reverse the order of this. Do inside, and then we'll put the catch inside. Reformat this. Okay. Good. Oh, no, I don't need to try anymore. Okay, good. All right. Let's see how that goes. All right. That's more like it. I feel like yesterday was just a struggle. Ugh. All right. So we allow multiple, or let's say detect multiple errors in a file. Okay. Now, one thing I notice is like this process is really, really clunky. And part of the issue is our error is a triple. It's an unnamed type with an integer, and a string. And I think we should really make that a named type and move forward with it. I mean, that's where it wants to be. Let's get it there. I don't think it's blocking us. It's just an opportune time to do it. I think we'll simplify these tests for sure. So the type, let's see, let's go to errors. Int string. Okay, let's pull out a type for that. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this in smaller steps. I don't know how that's gonna go, but one thing I can do is I can say parser. Well, how about ABC error? ABC parse error equals this. Okay, I think that'll give us one small step. Parse error. Okay. Everybody should be okay with that. Okay, now let's find who uses errors. Let me add a to-do on this. What will we say? Okay, so here we append this. Let's wrap that in our type. I think we can do this. So this type alias, it just kind of pretends to be a type. I mean, it is a type, but I think it's allowing us to do the constructor like that. So that's cool. So the error, well, okay, how do I want to do this? So this, what I'd really like to do is say assert equal parser.errors, and then an array of stuff. Okay, the array of this. I'd like to do this. ABC parser 4, 5, and then the string. Okay. But we can't, okay, because our new type is not equatable, and it's an anonymous type. It's a tuple, so I can't define it to be that. Unfortunately, like it seems like it. I don't understand why that restriction is there in the language, because it seems to me like if you've got a bunch of equatable types, a tuple of equatable types is absolutely equatable. You know, there's no trouble writing something that will do that. I don't know why it's not built in that way, but it's not. Okay. All right. So the pieces, the problem is this 0, 1, 2 stuff. How can I do this? Let's make that work on this side first. Parser is that. Okay. Let's instead define a struct. And it's got a line. Line number is an int. It's a column number. I think we can probably take off number. And a message is a string. Okay, I think we'll be able to fix this file like that. And we'll give it an initializer. Knit. And I don't need the names, I don't think. Okay, so we have that. This file should be fine. The error file is going to complain because we don't have a .0.1 anymore. All right, but I'm gonna make the build only builds the production side. Oh, I gotta make this equatable first. Okay, and I think because it's a struct of simple types, I just have to say equatable. Okay. I know. Okay, yeah. So now we can't access those directly. All right, but I think this should be doable now. Okay, so yeah, that is not complaining. So I'm going to trust myself to do that correctly. Okay. I got an extra brace there. Yeah. Okay, now this list is five, 3, and then the same string. Okay. Oh, maybe our error stuff should be down a little later, but okay. Assert equal parser dot errors. See parse error. Line 3, column 1, expected K. Okay, let's see if that builds. Oh. Oops, in brackets. Okay, add ABC parse error used in tests. All right, I think that's well worth it. Let's move this. Let's move this up though with the other error handling stuff. I don't know. I don't want to do the region thing, but maybe it deserves it. Well, let's just look for question mark. Okay. Yeah. All right. That shouldn't affect anything really. Reorder tests. All right. And let's run Nos Galan and see what we get from that. I think we'll find a lot more things coming through with something. And run. Okay. Has definitely. Okay, so these guys failed right away, 32 and 34. But we've got 35, 38, 37, 33, 3. We got more. We didn't get everything. All right, but we did get this stuff. All right, expected K. So 285. Well, let's go to the first one. That's always better look when you're looking at a bunch of errors, right? Okay, 24.4. Yep, we know about that. 27, same thing. 30, same thing. 41. Oh, QL. We probably missed one of these. CLMNQ. Okay, let's see where we. I think that's probably a real barrier. We have somewhere a list of keys we know to ignore. CLMNQS. Ooh, did I miss something then? (41.3). Expected character in A through G. That certainly looks like one. Key of F. This one's key of C. Oh, space. Spaces are allowed. Okay. Leading spaces. I don't know if we're looking for notes. Okay, let's capture what we're seeing. So, we've done this. Okay, here's a reported state of console. We haven't done that. All right, but this one we're seeing allow spaces after K colon. Okay, 42 expected K. sorry, 41. Oh, so we threw out line 41, and then we're looking for a K. We finally find it here. Same problem. Okay. Oh, this explains why we don't have any until we get down to 32 or whatever. C-A. It won't be hard to ignore those spaces. Okay. Let's go down to song 32, 34. Yep, 32's got no space there. Okay. Yeah. I think that's a big enough problem. All right, let's go 349. Oh, we got that continuation marker at the end. Okay. Interesting. And actually not needed in this case. 351. 52. Unexpected character. I don't know what the character would be there. 52. That's a ways out. 3, 5, 8, 11, 12, 15, 18, 21, 23, 24, 27, 30, 32, 3, 36, 39, 42, 45, 46, 47, 48. I don't see column 52 being anything here. Okay, we'll save that one for a future exploration. Okay, fa la la, etc. All right. 418. 35, unexpected. Oh, this is parens. We don't handle W lines. We don't handle... well, let's add W to our list over here. And I don't think there's any... this kind of is the verification. All right. I don't know. Can we... okay, 198 lines of output here. Let's run it again. Oops. And I think we'll have hopefully less than 198 lines. No. Okay, what do I know? All right. Unexpected character. Okay, so spaces, that will actually handle some things. Okay, the other thing is we're putting this in here. It really belongs... I don't know. It really kind of belongs in the report or after the report or something. This is tricky. I don't know if I want to... Let's add a button errors. Okay. I don't want to be all error handling today. So, okay, my idea is let's... the thing I think, a place we're going wrong, okay, is this. We got this bear type, and it's an array, and then we're also storing the errors in the parser itself. And I kind of think maybe the errors belong in here. in the tunes, the list of tunes. And that tells me we don't have a wrap type for tunes. So I know we want to do that too. So I think we're not going to do it right now. Wrap that in a type, attach errors there. It's not the parser that has the errors. It's the result that needs to know them, because we don't need to look at the parsers to report the errors here. We need to look at the report should say what those errors are, I think. And the report is coming from the tunes, put it that way. I mean, that state machine, all that stuff is just parsing, and it's giving us what are the tunes you have. We can decide whether or not to generate a report if there are errors. Maybe we don't. That'd be one way to go. We might want to flag the tunes that have errors. That would be kind of interesting too. But yeah, so I think let's do this as being the most important thing going wrong at this point. And then I think we'll put those. I really don't want to lose track of that. I mean, it needs to be improved. Okay, so allow spaces after K. That should be pretty straightforward. We have parser tests, and we have K. Builds one simple song. I think we could put the expectation in there. Builds one simple song. Let's just add a space, a couple spaces. This should break. And this is on the principle that if we allowed multiple spaces, we can allow 0 through n. Okay, and yeah, I'm kind of not liking this. Skimming through, trying to find the error. There's several. Parser checks for extra characters before end of line. Okay, that's true. Yeah, this is writing out here is probably not the right place, is it? Okay. Let's find a 161, 167. 168. Oh, 16. No. Okay. What's the failure? Okay, it didn't find key of G, so it defaulted to no accidentals. Okay. That's good enough to get us the right place. Okay, so find K. 4K. Well, we know where it is. It's down the bottom here. Okay, require K. If link out, try parse it with key parser. That's set up here. Make key parser. We match K. Well, we can match spaces, one or more spaces, followed by, oh, no, we want those after the K colon. We can ignore what's on the left. We know we're in a K colon. We know we're here. Match space. Oops. Okay, so this says ignore what's on the left. So we're going to ignore everything before this, and then this one is going to ignore this. So allow 0 or more spaces between the colon and the key name. Okay. And this isn't a language like programming languages often are, where you can strip out spaces and stuff like that. It's going to be kind of ad hoc. It's it's an amazing accomplishment, and I love all the stuff that's in there, but I think the format of this thing is just overcomplicated. And from a parsing point of view, it has a lot of multiple ways to do the same thing and repetition and kind of ambiguities about what's what and all that I don't like that aspect of it, but it's such a huge accomplishment. It's this is a minor complaint relative to the accomplishment. Okay. So that works. Allow spaces after K colon before key name. All right, and I think to celebrate, we'll run it again. And again, I'm hoping it comes up with many fewer complaints. Okay. Oh, I guess I should have cleared it. But notice all the expected Ks, they're basically all gone. There's one left, 441. M T colon. Oh, that surprises me. 441. Let's see, 437 expected note. Okay, that's the ties. 441 is a second title line. That's supposed to be allowed. Let's see our parser for that. Make title parser. Match T. Okay, so it matches the line. Basically, it matches the line and ignores it, I guess, or captures it. But let's go down here. Look for X, require T. Oh, yeah, we don't allow for multiple titles. Yeah, this is So I should write out our state machine. Let's write a regular expression for it. You get an X followed by a T plus one or more T's, a bunch of CLMNQ, SW optional, or one or more optional lines, followed by a K line, followed by notes. Okay. And when you match the X, we say now we require a T. You require a T, you match a title. Now we require a K. Well, we could have another title at this point. Okay, so I think this is more like there's a new state optional T. So let's add that one. We've done that one. Okay. I think this one, well, it's not the most important, right? We got a bunch of others that are more critical, but allow multiple titles. Okay. And this is you recording a song, and it's sometimes, I don't know, this could have been one line to me. I think that's referring to the same title. But many tunes have multiple titles. And the whole thing is about Nos Galan, which is deck the halls. So you could say Nos Galan and then deck the halls, because that's a secondary title for it. The first one's the primary as far as this, particular song recording is concerned. Okay. And sometimes the title is not very well explained. Okay. Here you can see this is the words for the lyrics, right? A piper on the meadows. I don't know what the star does. straying. Yeah, I really don't know what that does. Okay, but we're not doing lyrics right now, so we won't worry about it. Fall de raw la de raw la la. Okay, a little different. Oh, I see. My goodness. Okay. This is the PG-13 section here, I fear. Okay. All right. Let's go back and let's start handling sections. So that's probably one of the first things we see wrong. Well, the first things we don't know how to handle, I should say, at this point. 24. Oh, and just curious, do we get more outputs here? Oh yeah, we definitely got a lot more now. Okay, and they're sorted by this code, so the similarities there may reveal themselves. For being the same song, though, there's a lot of variation. I mean, that looks like that's certainly a group we know. Those two are very similar. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Alrighty. So line 24. And I think we're just trying to allow for this quoted string. Let's go to our text here and see what they say. I don't know. They redefinable symbols. No. Okay. Annotations. That's what we're doing. Okay. General annotations can be added. The string within double quotes is preceded by one of these 5 symbols. Well, it isn't always. Okay, 2 or more placed consecutively, draw them on separate lines. Whoa, what? Oh, left or right. Okay, so we can have multiple annotations. Okay. So here the note format, grace note, chord symbols, annotations, accidentals. So this is an annotation and a chord symbol followed by an annotation, and I don't even know what that is. I guess it's some sort of chord. GM7 GB flat DF dot equals G. That's apparently something we don't parse. But for now, we're going to allow multiple strings. Well, okay. The following note, rest, or bar line. So I don't know if we should consider this part of a note, is what it sounds like. But it could be a bar line too, so that's kind of weird. I mean, maybe we're just, I don't know. I mean, for us, we want to parse it and ignore it, so we have more flexibility. But I'd like to be doing it in a way that's compatible with the rest of it. Oh, here's those lyrics. Do we have a star? One note is skipped. Okay. All right. Well, we definitely want to parse quote, not quotes, quote, and one or more of them, because like this one allows, and we can have spaces. I don't know. I mean, they can appear in multiple places, so really don't know what that means. Each tie symbol. Okay, that's an annotation. That's a down bow. I don't know what the dot is. G natural. Insert an octave for 2 beats, two notes. Each tie symbol should come after a note group, but may be followed by a space. Open and close delimiters enclose entire note groups. Huh. Okay. Yeah. So this is what I mean. The basics of it, like write A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's great. Write some bar lines, but then you get this stuff. It's very complicated. Okay. Open and close slur signals should do likewise. I don't know. Okay. So let's at least ignore these. I don't know. Maybe. And they're sort of attached. They're sort of attached to the note is what it sounds like. The order is this. All right. Let's see. So we need a test for note parser. Okay, so, well, let's see. Where's ABC parser? Let's find the notes parser. Make notes parser. Okay. So the other one, I think in a way it's really the pitch parser. It's kind of what it needs to be. It's producing pitches, not notes. But I don't know. This is a very tricky domain question. In reality, it doesn't seem like it should be, but it's kind of like, is a note just a pitch? Well, no, because it could be like this in the key of D, C is sharped. So the C could mean C sharp given the key. But from the Parsons code point of view, I would kind of consider C sharp and D flat the same note. And C written in the key to be the same note as C sharp written. But this, to me, this is all, the pitch for us is really note with numbers and slashes. Okay, so we're ignoring the numbers and slashes. Is that what's going on here? Yeah, because we originally, yesterday, we just said all notes, or like whatever note parser. We just had note parser star. And now we've added in the grace note stuff. I don't know. This may be... I think a notes parser is what's supposed to match the line. All right, let's confirm that. Require notes. Okay. If it's empty, okay. Otherwise, try it as a notes parser. Okay, yeah, that's the thing matching the line. All right. So let's rename that. It's the note line parser. Okay, and that was around 85. Okay, notes parser. This is make. Okay. So I'm going to say Grace note parser. I'm going to say this could be an annotation. I don't know if I'm... Let's say annotation. Annotation equals... the spaces are a problem here too. An annotation is match a quote and match many till I have a parser for this because we check for end of line somewhere. Not. Okay. Okay. It's not a quote. One or more of those that is there, and a quote. Okay. So quote, one or zero or more non-quote characters, and a closing quote. That's an annotation. I think that feels right. Okay. And then, so I think we could say all notes parser. I mean, I think what we're saying is an annotation can precede either of these two. But if it does, we don't care what it looks like because we're ignoring them for now. So annotation, I think this is annotation and ignore the annotation. We may have spaces. Now let me... Did we write a test for this? We did not. Okay. Let's do that first. Okay, this is still okay. Test all pass. Annotation is unused. Good. Okay. What do we have? Oh, we renamed. Okay. Okay, the test for this. This is clunky, isn't it? Okay. Well, it's kind of the same thing. Annotations are allowed. Okay, so we won't worry about a grace note, but hi another, and let's put some spaces here. Okay, cool. 2 spaces. All right. So this should be AFED. Okay, good. And this test should fail. Good. AFED was expected. We blew up in the test. I think we'll see it up here. Yes, unexpected characters. Oh, let's add something in to improve error messages too. To show next few characters of remaining input. Oh, don't know if we get that. Interesting. We'll have to see. Okay. Cool. This now, annotation. Okay, and so annotations is annotation separated by and ignoring one or more spaces. Okay, if there are 0 spaces, that's okay. Oh, okay, 1 or more spaces. So if it's no, it should be 0 or more, isn't it? Okay. So we want to allow annotation directly following another one, in which case no spaces is fine, or we don't allow spaces. Okay, that seems right to me. Okay, and now regular note is annotation is optional annotations. Annotations followed by ignoring the optional stuff, and then this. Okay, so we allow annotations before either kind of note, and if it's there, it gets ignored. All right, I think this should pass. All right. Allow annotations in and our error, yeah, so line 24, 27, and 30. Down here, 24. Right, no errors until line 42. 42 was the tie. Okay. Ugh. And those things, man. Okay. Oh, and the same line has a Z. Expected note 168. Let's see what that one's about. Column 3. Oh, that's another tie. Okay. Good. All right. Well, we're due for a break, so let's take a break, and then we'll come back and deal with these ties. I think that's what they are, is ties. Let's try ties. Ties and slurs. Oh, no? Oh, general slurs. Okay, so this is slurs. Spaces are okay. All right. They may be nested. All right. So that's the symbol, kind of a grouping symbol. They can overlap. Huh. Starting out on the same note. A dotted slur may be noted by preceding it with a dot. It is optional to place a dot before the closing brace, which I assume is that. Okay. Italian slurs are similar looking, but they are not interchangeable. Ties play the same note. Slurs connect two or more notes and indicate phrasing. Okay. And the key one to me is they can split across bar lines. And we saw that with the tie. Yeah, ABC dash ties to the following note. All right. Okay, so after the break, we'll take care of that. So about 3 minutes, and come back and deal with slurs. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so we're at slurs. Find them again. Okay, so we put these basically at the start of a note. I guess that's kind of like the annotations. Well, it's surrounding the annotations. Okay, so it precedes the annotations. I think we had that order of symbols stuff. Well, wherever it got to. Order of elements. It's not part, I mean, the annotation is attached to a note directly. The slur is grouping multiple notes. Okay, so should do likewise. Tie should come after a note group, but may be followed by a space. Open and close delimiters should enclose entire sequences. Open and close slurs should do likewise. Oh, it can. It can be after that. Or maybe it should be after that. That language of should is a little, I mean, when people write language standards, they're very careful how they use, must and stuff like that. And should kind of says it could do this, but it also means it could do something else. I mean, it's like a moral imperative, but it's not required or something. Okay, but in any case, this I don't know. I mean, this annotation is applying to the slurred phrase. It tells me, I don't know. It tells me annotations are not attached to notes, really. Okay, but I think the slur symbol must come at the end of a note. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, they say, here's the order it must be. This V is a decoration. Chord symbol, and they've got it outside. It's not in that order. Okay, so calls for a test. Here we go. Parser tests. And I don't know. Are these tests similar enough we could unify them a bit? I think maybe so. Let's start by refactoring a test. It looks like the expected notes is the key difference. Okay, yeah, let's try that. Yeah, I think we got a pattern here. Okay, not error reports, but this. Okay, so instead of that, I'm going to say check tune parsing. Okay, and then it needs note lines of type string. Okay, and we'll put that here. Note lines. Okay, and so you could put one or more lines there. That's fine. All right, and then we want expected notes. Of string. Okay, and that, oh. Expected note names, we'll say. There. Okay. That should be no change because we're not calling check tune. But this one should be able to be check tune. The note lines is this. AFGG. This should pass. Okay. And I don't know, I kind of like adding an extra argument. Space is legal between notes. And let's just add that string. And we'll put that on the assert equal. It goes last. Okay, and let's break it. Okay. That's my check. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all right. And this one is, oh, he's different. Well, he's different. Not a lot, but he has a different prefix. let's skip that one. Okay, this one, grace notes are allowed. Check tune. The notes line is this. The expected note names is A, G, F, G, F, E, D. Is that. And the what is. Okay. I don't think we really need those new lines. Okay. I think the R legal is a little redundant. Okay. This should go away. All right, where are we? Sections, annotations, and quotes. Okay, let's do the test for slurs. The notes are just still AFED. All right, so we got to make sure we allow the left parend before a note and the right parend after a note. Okay. Sorry, test should fail. Okay, and our check should complain. Tune didn't get compiled because we hit unexpected characters. Okay. All right, the parser. So annotations, that's great. Then we may have I guess at this point we may have an optional open slur, and we may be followed by an optional close slur. Okay, allow slurs using parentheses. Okay. And I think that's significant. I think we'll have covered most of these. Let's run it. Okay, there's a few things still. Line 42. Column 66. Oh, good old Z. Okay, he was on our list. 54. Lots of people have rests. 66, 28. There's a Z, all kinds of Z's. Okay, good choice for the next thing to do. Wait, this is really slurs. All right, and rests. Transcribed with a Z or an X. Can be modified the same way. X rests are invisible, but they're still rests. Multi-measure rests are Z followed by some number. Well, so I think we allow notes to be followed by numbers already. I think we can accept lowercase z, uppercase c, lowercase x. Multi-measure, oh, capital X, okay. A multi-measure invisible rest. X rests are invisible, not shown. That's really weird. But ours, like, I don't know. It must be some case that happens. Not particularly valuable. A multi-measure invisible rest used when a voice is silent for several measures. By extension, that's so weird to me. Okay, no number, it's a pause of one measure. No number on Z, it's a pause of one measure. Okay, we're not interpreting these yet. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, so X, Z, upper, lower. Parser tests. I want to move this test a little out of the way of these others. I'll put it after this check. or sorry, before it. One simple song following header, file header. Okay, now check tune parsing. Spaces. Well, this is really more of a note parser issue, I think. Note parses correctly. Oh, it doesn't produce a pitch. Oh, boy. The domain stuff is just so painful. Okay. There is no note name. There's no accidental. There's no octave. It's not the same thing. Okay. I think, I don't know. It doesn't have any of this stuff. I think I'm starting to hit the edge of notes and pitches being different, and I need to decide what to do about it. Like a note and a rest. Normally we say a note is the musical stuff and a rest is the spaces between the notes. If I ask you for the notes, I don't expect to get any rests. My challenge is people, I don't know, we have an array of notes. This thing of asking for the notes, that seems legit to me. It really is just like a sequence of notes. We don't want to judge a sequence of pitches even. All right, I want to look. So let's see, we want the note parser. Right, this thing gives us notes. Let's go see what that is. He's a sequence of pitches. I don't know if it's too weird to say a note is a rest. It's either a pitch or a rest. That's not, I wouldn't call it standard way of speaking about it. I don't know if a generic term, well, maybe this is a research question. Note or a rest. Usually I see notes and rests, notes and rests, notes and rests. What is the combination of notes and rests? I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, maybe Wikipedia might give us enough. Musical notation sign. can never see the double hole rest. Yeah, okay. The old hemi-demi semiquaver. One bar rest. It's demi semi hemi demi semiquaver. Okay. I'm looking for a parent term for note and rest. This is all interesting. Note doesn't make it. Maybe this is only foreign terms. Musical note. I don't know. My inclination, I don't know if it's a good one. The notes. Okay, let's go back to the parser. What's the parser producing? Well, it's producing notes. Okay. And I'm going to say public class note. And then I want to say public class rest is a type of note. And then I want to make pitch a type of note? I don't know. Or am I better off making pitch capable of supporting rests? I mean, I can give it it won't have a note name. It won't. I mean, rests are a whole thing, right? They've got durations. I did not expect this to be so painful. The thing we can do, we could just ignore them for now. I don't know if would that make sense. And they act like a note in a lot of ways. Regular note parser. It's just note parser. And it produces an array of notes. Regular note parser. Where's that used here? Okay. I don't think it makes sense to have a grace note parser over a Z. I don't think that's a sensible thing. Let's make this a rest or note parser. Okay, do I have a test yet? I don't think I do. Put off that moment. Spaces are loud. AZB X should get AB and regular Z or invisible X rests. Okay, that will fail. All right, we didn't parse the tune because the rests were there. All right, and ABC parser. So rest or note parser is either one of Z or X producing empty list, or it's a note parser. I think, okay, sure. Okay, so it's, well, let's make this a rest parser then. Okay, it's Z or X, or we don't know what it is. Okay, and if we get a rest, we're saying there's no notes in there, which is not fully, like, it's not a full thing yet, but it's, well, this is, yeah, let's make this pass. Okay, and let's modify the test. Rests can have numbers after them, so let's check that. CZ2 DX4 ABCD. Okay, that test will fail. Expected characters. Okay, good. ABC parser. I don't know. Do we have digits somewhere? Excuse me. Well, that. So one of those followed by optional, well, followed by 0 or more digits. Okay. Z followed by multiple digits. Okay, and the type doesn't matter because we're going to throw it all away anyway. Okay. Allow rests followed by digits. And we're shortcutting stuff. I want to get through Nos Galan, and then we'll have to deal with things more realistically. And maybe I need another report that's more like a rhythm report and compare, did you use the same note durations and stuff like that? And then these rests might count. They do count because they're part of it. Okay, and we'll have to be more picky. Also, I think they can do anything the note parser can do. Yeah, that you can have digits / digits and stuff like that. Okay, we We may need to break up some of this stuff. This is part of the cost of finding my way through the domain, I guess. All right. Rests C or X. I'm not going to worry about the multi-line rests at this time. I don't think they're a big factor for Nos Galan. Okay, let's see what we got. We should be knocking down pretty good. Yeah, there's still a few. Okay. Line 92 and 93. 92, H, what's H? H, F, 104. Ugh, okay. So this is two levels of things. One is we allow these HTML-like abbreviations for symbols, and the other is we're supposed to handle greater than as a it's a way of creating a dotted note. So a normal rhythm is dum bum bum bump, and a dotted one is okay. So okay, that's those. Well, the first was H. Okay, let's add that. H in front of notes. I don't even know. Okay, the other one was and less than goes to less. That's another form. Okay. 104, 178. Another H. 79, probably another H. Yep. 80. Yep. 239. Q:80. Expected note. Oh, yeah, that's an actual error in the file. Q should be above that. So let that one's not our problem. 241, we got H's. 263. H. 349. We're getting through it. Continuation, line continuations. $361. What? Expected note. I thought we had W as well, okay. Maybe that other one wasn't as illegal. You can do stuff that's not a tune line in the tune section. Okay, so we know we have those two examples. 363, 65, 367, those were all lyrics. 376. Continuation, 388. Lyrics. Bunch of those are lyrics. 419. Lyrics. 441. Second title. 449. Interesting. ZD. We should cover that already. $35. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 4, 27, 30. Slash. Oh, slashes after rests. Yeah, that's... It's legal. It's meaningful too. Allow slash after rest. Okay. Honestly, we have to do that whole time matching thing. Okay. Well, I don't know what this H means. That's a challenge. I don't think capital H. We don't have an index by that. Let's see, notes. No. Fields, pitches. Okay. Whoops. H. Yeah. Well, let's try HA. Oh. Okay, pitch. Comma, quote, comma, okay. The English names C through B used in the ABC system correspond. Okay, good. Accidentals. Note lengths. The only one I can think of is that some, I guess in German they use H to represent B flat. Or is it B natural? There's a pun, a musical pun that Bach used. So B-A-C-H. I think B was B flat and H was C natural. So it's dun 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 dun. And he'll use that little theme that corresponds to the letters in his name. I mean, it could just be a typo. Oh, you know what we can do? We can look for Nos Galan. Well, I can't believe that page isn't near the top, but Nos Galan. I think it's Handy Finch. Yeah. Okay. Well, We're getting in the right neighborhood. Let's just go here. Deck the Hall Part 1. Okay. I know this is a huge article. Okay. Okay, let's find who's got those H's. Well, where are the line numbers? 92. Hate to repeat the work, but yeah, 92. Okay, and this song was number 7, Main Wind Wind. Okay, let's see if that corresponds here. I don't know if the ABC is available on this site. Okay, that's variant third. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, interesting. That is a B natural there. 7. H, C2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Measure 10. And at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. HC. Maybe I'm counting the measures wrong. Okay, opening CC. It's not the right one. No, I don't know how to tell. Let's see. We've got to find a phrase. How many of these? How many panillions can there be, right? Oh, there's that one. Okay. Made out of one. Let's get the music. Oh dear. CC. Okay, here we go. QF flat. CCFFED. CCFFG. CCFFED. CCFG. ABAGAA. AGAA. And then F for long rest. CCEFF. Have we gotten to the H's yet? No. BCD. BCD. EDCDB. HC2CC. HC2. Could it be this fermata? I don't know what this stuff above it is. I mean, it looks kind of like the parsons code, but LLRDTRRM. Oh, fossil law. Okay. So the thing I'm seeing there is it's a half note with a fermata. And same thing at the end. H, F2. It's the only half note. Oh, no. That's a half note too. The F before the repeat. F before the repeat. That's just an F2. That's just a half note. Okay, let's try fermata. Oh, here we are. Jeez. Okay, it's a decoration. Fermata. So that's the little, sometimes they call it the bird's eye. But it's the little half circle with a dot under it here, and it means hold. So you get to some dramatic moment. We did a row, and you're holding it for a half note, but you're holding it a bit longer. Okay. So this is decorations. And those apparently go directly in front of the note. Oh, okay. Percent, staccato. Yeah, we saw those. Notice they're out of the range A through G, so they theoretically can't be confused. Okay, so that's decorations. All right. I don't remember what these mordants are. They're trills of some sort. Let's see if we can find one here. A short squiggle with a vertical line. Nope. Okay. So in our thing here, this H is decorations. Okay. The bigger issue is this non-tuple lines in the tune section. Oh boy. It's just a never-ending thing with this. Okay, we can certainly do the decorations. We had something somewhere. We had a little statement about the order of things, right? Right. So annotations, decorations. I guess they follow the annotations. Okay, but we know what they are now. Decorations. Oof. Well, there's a lot of them. Yeah, there we go. There's fermata. There's inverse fermata. Where's mordant? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a little trill guy. So they are really these 8 or 10 letters, or they are exclamation points with a bunch of stuff between them. Okay. Let's add decorations. And maybe we're going to get this thing bent around into shape yet. Decorations. Maybe note parser is just more complicated than I know. Okay. So annotations can be followed by decorations. Okay. So where's our test? Decorations are allowed. Let's do H. I guess we can do them in order. And multiple declarations are allowed. Three dots. 3.A.B.C. Okay. Can you have multiples? Yes. Okay, so this is multiple decorations, which makes it easy in a way. Dot twiddle HLM OP. Dot twiddle HLM OP. ST lowercase uv. Okay, and that should just be the node A. These are one character decorations. Okay, and that should fail. Okay, and our parser, well, decorations is any number of one of dot twiddle H L M O P S T U or V. HLM OPS TUV. HLM OPS TUV. Okay. Okay, so decorations. I guess optionally separated by blanks. I don't think I'm handling blanks very well, but okay. So we had an example with a bunch of them. I don't know where it got off to, but we saw it. Well, there's a V dot. Okay, so you got two. They had one that had several in a row, I believe. Okay. So those are the decorations. So I'm saying annotations, we're going to ignore, and we can also ignore, well, decorations. We're already saying it's 0 or more, so it's okay. Decorations. And we're ignoring the left and passing it to the right, and then we're ignoring that left, so it's okay. Should pass. Uh-oh. I don't know. My disk is going crazy. Or something is. Let's make this. I don't know if I make a parse expression that just looks like it would match everything in the world. Let's see if that was really the issue. Yeah. Okay. So I think I just made it something that could just was too complicated. It's subtle in the grammar. I don't know. It's unfortunate, but all right. One character decorations. Okay, and then the alternative is the multi-character ones. I guess this is still decorations. Check doing parsing. Let's say exclamation trill, exclamation mordant, a. Decorations. And let's put another one in. We'll put a fermata. Okay, so we got two together, some separated with spaces or not. And sing argument number 3. Oh yeah. Hey. Okay, let's mix it up a tiny bit. G. All right, this should fail. Okay. And let's let multi, do they have a phrase for it? Symbols can be entered using the syntax bang symbol. Well, maybe they're bang decorations, I guess. And, well, okay. Boy, this pattern is similar, isn't it? Okay. Multi-character decorations. So this then, it's either a one of or it's a multi-character. So let's repeat that. One character decoration or multi-character decorations. Okay, so any number of decorations. Oh. What's the type of this? Let's okay. So because this returns a single character, this returns a series of characters, I'm just piping them in. We're ignoring them anyway, so I'm just piping them in, returning a string in both cases. In a more complicated implementation, we would probably have some sort of object that represents that particular decoration, and this thing would return the decoration itself. They both would, and then this would return a list of decorations. Okay, but this should pass. Okay. F sharp tune nothing. Okay, so what do we do wrong? Let's just run this one. We probably have an error in there. Expected bang. 428. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 28. Hmm. Well, first, is that legal? That's a tricky one to say. These. Hmm. Okay, true. I don't know. We're expecting a exclamation point. So that makes me think we are So the problem is we match the multi-character one, okay, I think we can demonstrate the same issue if I put a space here. I think this will fail too for the same reason. And it's easier to see. All right, so let's just run the one. $14 expected 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Expected this. So what's happening is it's matching the decoration, and then it's saying this operator says I'm separated by these things. I think maybe I want to not require it separated. I want to be followed by optional stuff. Okay, because separated says there will be another one. So once I committed to matching one, I see the spaces, I need to match this or that. But if I don't have it, I want to just exit out the whole thing. So I think if I do this, I'm going to say match this and optionally match a space. That's 1. And then repeat all those. That'll consume the spaces, I believe. Okay, so let's try that. It's subtle stuff, isn't it? Ugh. Okay. But that's okay. Let's add another one. Let's add one that doesn't do a space. Let's do that. Okay. This one is space before note. Okay. This should still pass. That's kind of confirming that we handled the base case that we already handled. All right. Yeah, that's one to be careful on. Let's just see if there's any more of these. Annotation and match. I think we might have the same issue. So the annotation is the quote thing, right? So if let's find our test for that. Yeah, we put this here with a space. I'm predicting that this will be an error. Okay, and almost certainly it's the same error. Well, this probably tells us more unexpected characters. But anyway, yeah, we've done the same thing here. I think this would be better as that. It's not separated by spaces, it's followed by spaces. Followed by optional spaces. All right, let's make sure that's good. Okay, apparently what did I do? Oh, that allowed repetition before. Okay, I gotta do a repetition here. Annotations is more than one. Okay, this allows more than one. Now, this is sort of repeated and optionally followed by. We don't have an operator for that. And this one is, match stuff until a corresponding other side. We don't have one for that. Okay, so these little grammatic patterns, they may be significant. Okay, because this space thing, this sort of thing is going to occur a lot where we have multiple things potentially followed by spaces. They're not separated, they're followed. All right. This is allow decorations, taking care of space afterwards. Okay. Well, that is good. Okay, we knocked off quite a few things. We still have a few. I don't think those are too hard. The non-tune lines, that's a little messy. That's annoying, but we can do it. That's probably doable. I think we'll have a nice pile of things to do tomorrow. So next session is tomorrow Eastern Daylight Time, 1 to 3:30 p.m. or UTC 6 to 8:30 p.m. We will continue with this, and we're closing in on the end of Nos Galan. We still have a number of errors, but I think we're knocking them off, and we'll hopefully finish those next time. Thanks for joining. Hope I catch you in the future. Take care. Bye-bye.